You're locked into SupaTV. Only on OpenView, channel 150.
Good afternoon. Warm welcome to SupaTracker. It is on channel 150 on your OpenView decoder. It is OpenView. I mean SupaTV rather. Hey, what am I saying? Warm welcome to the show though. It is SupaTracker. It's what? Shasha the Gaming Queen trying to. Please guys, can I do my show in peace? Can I do my show in peace? There's
Sure.
a WhatsApp message already.
No, we're saying it's that message.
Which
that you
WhatsApp
got.
message, guys?
That's the one that's distracting you.
Is the one-
Let's super track.
There's nothing. There's
let's
nothing.
super
There's
track.
nothing. You see, Ms. Nose is working and now thinking things are suspicious now. Hi, let's SupaTrack. Well, welcome to the show, man. And it is SupaTracker on channel 150 on your OpenView decoder. And what we do here is basically take a look at the sporting world and what happened in the weekend and give you an update of what's going on currently and what you can place bets on in the next few days. Well, starting from today, of course, well, starting from an hour ago at least. I mean, it was, the game did kick off in the Euros, and maybe you are trying to make sure that you place a bet for that game. It's never too late. I mean, if you just SMS SupaTV to 30978, you can make sure that you place bets on the game as it is playing, and you can actually access something we call the live match tracker, where you actually see what's going on in the game. You don't really see the visuals of the players running around, but you get an idea, you get an update of what the stats are looking like, who's got the better ball position, who's taking more shots. All that information, you can access it on our SuperBets website. Now, it is the 14th, it is the 14th of June, and I hope you are enjoying your day. If it is your birthday, I hope you are having a festive of a day, and hopefully someone is making it special for you. If there's no one, I'm here, and I'm here to make sure that you know exactly where to place your monies on. If you want to make a couple of rands that you're trying to spend in the club, take it to the top, with some special people, then definitely you are at the right place. But I have a question of the day before we kick it off with the tennis, right? My question of the day simply goes to the Chelsea fans, the Man United fans, and the Man City fans, right? Because they're all linked to this player. So my question is, which team is most likely to sign Erling Haaland? I mean, Chelsea are looking very, very close to signing him. I mean, the rumors have been going around since last week, and I would like to know what your thoughts are. Would it be the right signing for Chelsea? And would Chelsea actually need this guy? I mean, they already have Tammy Abraham. They've got Olivier Giroud in there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they even play Kai Havertz up front. So do they actually need an Erling Haaland in that team? Let me know what your thoughts are in terms of that question. The lines are open, so hit me up with the WhatsApp. It is 0716214746. And let me know what your thoughts are in terms of that transfer. So first pit stop we're making is in the world of tennis, because the Roland Garros was rounded up this weekend, and we now know all the winners of the singles and the doubles. But we're going to focus on the singles because the Queen of Paris is the world. Well, she was ranked number 33 in the world, and this is Barbora Krejcikova. She went on to pick up that title this past weekend. Of course, she made it into that final, and there was names that were missing. Of course, I mean the likes of Naomi Osaka, who might have caused a bit of. She might have caused a bit of trouble to either of the finalists in this competition, because we know how good she is. She's seeded number 3 in the world. But also, Ashley Bartley from Australia was also nowhere to be found in the latter stages of this competition. So it was just for the winning. It was the world's number 31 taking on the world's number 33, and the world's number 33 prevailed in winning that championship. And in the other side, in the male side, we had a winner, and his name, the King of Paris, it goes to Novak Djokovic, and this was his 19th Grand Slam title. What an impressive one. I mean, that semi-final that he played, he was so close to being knocked out, so close, but he switched things around in the third and fourth set, and of course winning it in the final set and getting into the finals to play against Stefanos Tsitsipas, Greek favorite. A lot of people have been, chanting this Greek favorite. Only about 22 years old, so the future of tennis is looking very, very bright. And since that tournament has now been rounded up, they are all now preparing to play in London as they partake in the Wimbledon tournament. This is now the same tournament that Roger Federer, remember Roger Federer did withdraw from the Roland Garros, stating that, you know, he wants to focus on his exploits at Wimbledon. He wants to increase his chances of winning a ninth title at Wimbledon. So we'll have to wait and see what happens when he gets there, because we do know who's the dominant force when it comes to the clay pitch. And that's why, of course, maybe that's why, you know, Roger Federer decided that let me leave it, you know, to the ones who know it best. I'm talking about Rafael Nadal. They are the kings. He's the king of clay. So I think Roger Federer was like, let me focus on recovering from an injury, and let me rather, you know, shift my energies to that Wimbledon tournament that is taking place later on this month. So yeah, that's how, you know, it was rounded up in the Roland Garros. Two players withdrawing from it, two big players, Naomi Osaka, as I mentioned earlier on, and Roger Federer. So there was quite a lot of, you know, uncertainty as to how this tournament would finish up. You know, would there still be a lot of controversy? But I think there's been more focus on, you know, the game instead of what's going on outside and the politics with it. So I'm very glad that the game of tennis did actually continue despite, you know, these two big names withdrawing from that competition. But we're moving into basketball, right? And in basketball, we talk about the NBA. Can I just say that I didn't expect it to happen. I didn't, right? But CP3 and Devin Booker washed out the Denver Nuggets. A Denver Nuggets side that had this season's MVP in Nikola Jokic, and they, look, a 4-0, straight set, 4-0, not even one, a straight sweep, 4-0, not even one. But you have the MVP in there. And actually, it made more sense, you know, why he was actually the first MVP to ever win it while playing for the Denver Nuggets, because they are pop. They were pop. This director of mine is telling me they didn't have mama. No, they were pop, clean. They were pop. Know what I'm saying? And Devin Booker made sure himself and CP3 having a fantastic game yesterday, or the day before yesterday rather, and it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see that someone who has been counted out, was counted out probably in like 2017, 2016, he was counted out. But this time around, he's leading a team of youngsters with the likes of Devin Booker in there. He's leading them into the final, the conference final, the Western Conference final. And they, of course, will be awaiting to see who they face, either the Utah Jazz, you know, or the Clippers. So we have to wait and see, you know, who actually prevails and faces the Phoenix Suns in the finals of the Western Conference, right? And on the other side, we're talking about the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie Irving, injured, right? A huge cause of concern, because he is obviously a clutch player that you want in your team. You want someone who will make those decisive moments in a game, and Kyrie has been injured, limped off the field, or rather limped off the court yesterday. So it's a tough one for the Brooklyn Nets, and they were halted, of course, by the Milwaukee Bucks, and Giannis Antetokounmpo putting together another masterclass. After I did say that, you know, he had a brilliant season. He had a brilliant regular season. And when it came to the playoffs, someone was telling me, nah, the boy is sleeping. But look at the numbers. He's putting up 33s, 35s. At the end of the day, he's putting the numbers up for the Milwaukee Bucks, and once again doing it well. And also, the defensive work that he put in last night also proved his worth to the Milwaukee Bucks. So I'm really impressed by, you know, the performances by the Milwaukee Bucks, you know, managing to come back from a 2-0 deficit to making it 2-2. It's great to see. It's great to see for basketball. I've got Shazda, the gaming queen, in the background. She's going to help me navigate through the SuperBets website. Now, for you to access it, you just simply got to SMS SupaTV to 30978, and you can be part of the winning team. This is, we're going to take a look at what's going on in the world of basketball. So, match info. Let's go to match info, Shazda, the gaming queen. And statistics. And we are going to go to basketball. Top right, basketball. And you're going to say for USA. I'm going to type in USA there. And we're going to go to NBA. When we get to NBA, we want to look at, let's go to fixtures. This is where it becomes a bit more confusing, right? Okay, we got it right this time. Yes, we got it right this time. So this is how it's been looking, or this is how it's been looking between, in fact, let's scroll up to the top, show the Gaming Queen. And these have been the games in the Eastern Conference, right? As you can see, right now, at the beginning, the first game between the Brooklyn Nets and Milwaukee Bucks went to Brooklyn, right? The second game as well went to Brooklyn, right underneath there, show the Gaming Queen. The second game went to Brooklyn as well. And then it started changing. Right under there. You can see Milwaukee picking up a win against Brooklyn in the third game. And in the fourth game, Milwaukee picking up another win, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who actually makes it, into the latter stages of this competition. Who makes it to the championship? Who makes it to the championship? Who goes? Who goes through? I mean, it's a big one. I mean, I do think that Atlanta have been looking very good, right? But I must say the 76ers with Embiid in there, they've been a rock. They've been a rock. It's very hard to beat them. So it's going to be interesting to see who actually makes it in there. As you can see, when it comes to Atlanta and Philadelphia, let's scroll up to the Gaming Queen and see what happened in the first two games. As you can see, in the first game, Atlanta won it, right? And in the second game, Philadelphia pulled up, won the second game, and they pulled up again and won it away in the third game. So at this point, Philadelphia are leading when it comes to that series between themselves and Atlanta. So it's going to be very, very crucial to keep an eye on them and see who is going to make it into the finals of the conference. Cool. Let's go back to the overview page of the Gaming Queen and let's take a look at what else is there for us to see in terms of the NBA, right? As you can see, Utah Jazz are playing against the LA Clippers as well. They're currently leading 2-1 in that conference final. And the Denver Nuggets, like I said, they've been knocked out. 4-0, clean sweep out there. The Phoenix Suns getting into the conference finals. Yeah, that's going to be an intriguing one. I mean, they're waiting to see whether they play against the Clippers or the Utah Jazz. And the Utah Jazz, I must say, they won the Eastern Conference. They won the Eastern Conference. I mean, the Western Conference, rather. They won the Western Conference, sitting at the top. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can actually continue with that reign of form. Philadelphia are there as well. They are leading 2-1 against Atlanta, as I did say, the Atlanta Hawks. And you scroll down, show the Gaming Queen just a little bit more, and that is the other semi-final between the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks, which is 2-2. Interesting, right? Very interesting what's going on in the world of NBA. You can also give me your thoughts. What do you think? Who do you think is actually going to win the championship? I mean, we did say that not the Milwaukee Bucks, but I said the Brooklyn Nets would get into the final. And I said the Lakers would get into the final if they kept their players fit, which they didn't do. So I don't know if, I don't know who's going to play against them in the finals, but I do think that the Brooklyn Nets are definitely in the finals of the championship. So you do let me know what your thoughts are in terms of who will play the Brooklyn Nets in the finals. Maybe you also think that the Brooklyn Nets will make it into the finals. Let me know what your thoughts are. I will be right back. And when I come back, we'll be talking to somebody who's very special to the rugby world. But let me not, reveal my sources now. I will reveal them when I come back. Stay tuned.
You are watching SupaTV, OpenView, channel 150.
Ever missed out on a massive payday because of a single leg of your multiple bet? Well, with our latest losing leg refund promotion, we will return a percentage of your stake to you in bonus funds if you miss out because of a single result on your multiple bet. To play, SMS SupaTV to 30978.
Today I'ma wake up a new man, driving a new road, develop a new plan. I'll never be blue, man.
Coming together was just the beginning. And as Mzansi's first, SupaTV has continuously been your place of infotainment, inspiration, live gameplay fun, and of course, the most authentic moments to light up your TV screens. Coming together is the beginning. Creating together is the process. Keeping you entertained is our success. This year, we continue to be your inside edge, your gaming guide, your place to play with confidence 24/7. This year, Super TV continues to bring you more.
You're locked into Super TV, only on OpenView, channel 150. SuperBets is bigger than ever with Global Bet virtual games. A first for Mzansi. Exclusive to SuperBets. Win up to 500 tower on Premier Virtual Disky, basketball, camel racing, supercars, horse racing, Super 6, spin and win, and more. Join our Global Bet community of winners. Sign up now to claim your free 50 Rand bet. Visit superbets.co.za and bet with the biggest.
Oh baby, it's you, it's you. I still want you now and forever. Oh baby, it's you, it's you. Hi, my name is Thing Repel. You are watching Super TV on channel 150 on OpenView.
Yes, you are back. It is Super TV channel 150 on your OpenView decoder, and it is SupaTracker. I'm OP Nose, and welcome back to the show. We were looking at the tennis world, what's going on in there, and the NBA as well. There's a lot of mouth-watering clashes that are still to come in there, so make sure that your bet slips are looking ready for those games that are taking place a little later on tonight. But we're moving fast forward into rugby, and we're not, for the first time, we're not going to talk about the men's rugby side. We're not going to talk about the Bulls, because the Bulls did actually go and win the Rainbow Cup SA, and they are now representing us in Italy. So yeah, that is how we're going to leave it, or where we're going to leave it when it comes to men's rugby. But I've got someone very special. Our guest today is Piwagutle Nyanda. She is the global ambassador for women's rugby. Piwo, thank you very much for joining us.
Hi, Obi. Thank you so much for having me.
I mean, I don't know where to start. I mean, the first time we spoke, and I was blown away by the fact that a woman from South Africa is a global ambassador for women's rugby. But we're gonna talk about that a bit later on, right? What I want to get to first is the game you played this weekend, because we're supposed to have you on the weekend, and you had a match that you played this weekend. How did that go?
So we just kicked off the first division because so long we had the Premier Division happening where, the top 6 teams have been competing. So now it's our chance to also work hard. And this is a very important year for all the teams in the first division, because we get an opportunity to play a relegation match, which can put us in the Premier Division, so that we can also have an opportunity to be on television. I mean, that's all we want to do, right? Yeah. But our match went really well. Our first outing was against Limpopo Blue Bulls, and we played in Limpopo. The sisters, I have to say, just brought their A game. We won with no points against us, which is a very exciting way.
What? No points against you guys? What?
Exactly.
No, you don't concede. Nah. No. And I was telling people in the studio that, we're having a global ambassador for women's rugby. And they were like, okay, what team does she play for? And I think they were expecting me to say Bulls or Sharks. And I said Pirates. The Sharks. There was so much shock in here. We were like, there's a Pirates rugby team. I'm like, yeah, there's a Pirates rugby team. Can you tell us a little bit about this Pirates rugby team of you guys? I mean, I know there's a men's side as well, but what is the history behind it? What can you tell us about Pirates Rugby Club?
So rugby for women is divided similar to how the men's rugby is divided, right? So Pirates Rugby Club is a club that I represent, and from club rugby, then you get selected to represent the union. So Saturday, I actually played for the Golden Lions, who are now actually named Mastercard Golden Lions, because Mastercard also decided, to open up more and go further with the funding. So yeah, this weekend we just kicked off the provincial season, which then people the Golden Lions. But Pirates women's rugby team, I think, was established in 2017, and yeah, we've been growing ever since. We won the league in 2019, and we didn't get the opportunity to defend the title in 2020. So this year, actually on Saturday, fun fact, we are playing in the final against UJ to hopefully, retain our championship.
I like the fact that you said Mastercard joined and pushed, added more weight into women's rugby, and it leads straight into my next question. I mean, I've been following you for quite some time on your Instagram, and I've seen that you're part of the few who are involved from grassroots levels of rugby. But the bigger question here is, you're preparing these youngsters, right? But are you preparing them for a sport which is fair to women? I mean, you're looking at the South African football side, and you're looking at how the women are not really paid as much as, men would. And my question is, for rugby, is it pretty much the same thing? Are you guys as women, are you ladies struggling to be heard? Are you getting enough money to be able to earn a decent living just from rugby alone?
OB, change doesn't come with complaining. We celebrate the small victories,
Yeah.
So, I mean, with the soccer, yes, there's funding needed. But with soccer, you have a 5-year-old girl playing soccer. And with rugby, we're not there yet. But we are celebrating the small victories that we have sponsorship. We have girls rugby playing school level. So I think it's more about understanding that, things take time. And I think the time is now, where people are actually investing in women's sport in general, where women's sport is actually getting recognition. Like, I really enjoyed how you started the interview or the welcome by saying, you're not going to focus more on the men's rugby because it's all to talk about. But we have these opportunities now, these platforms where people are actually interested in just hearing about women in sports, wanting to hear our struggles. And our struggles will forever be there, but we are grooming a generation of youngsters that are going to benefit from whatever that we have started and maybe carry on the legacy for many more years to come, where rugby is fashion, where soccer for girls is fashion, where whatever other sports that you would think of, boxing. Because, there's boxers out there, female boxers, but no one is talking about them.
We don't know a lot about them. That's
we're
true.
really moving forward, and that's the small victories that we would like to celebrate.
Well, I guess the small victories is what we'll continue to celebrate. I mean, it grows. I mean, we're going from small victories to bigger victories. So I guess one step at a time, slowly but surely. But you're speaking about a platform, right? And I was reading about this platform and talking about the Rugby World Cup. It's no more the Women's Rugby World Cup. It's now just Rugby World Cup. Those are the small victories you're talking about, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. I mean, every time you're going to say you play women's rugby, then I'm not getting the recognition that I deserve. You get what I'm saying? But if you're going to say Pure is a rugby player, and then you mention famous rugby male player, it's now we're in the same level, even though we're not. But the fact that you just acknowledge the fact that I play rugby, not girls rugby, is what else would I be?
we must talk about the women's rugby as well. I mean, it has to be a topic of conversation because there's quite a lot of women's rugby going on all around the world. But I want to stick to the Rugby World Cup. You guys are playing it in October, and with the last time we spoke, actually, you were from a camp, an international camp. So my question now is, with the team that you guys have assembled right now for the World Cup, what is the feeling around the squad? Do you guys feel like you can actually go to New Zealand and actually win the World Cup?
I mean, I think all the ladies are very excited for 2022 now because, I mean, the change of the date came as a shock, but, I mean, we all see what's happening. Also, I just think it also created more opportunities for anybody. So now it's all about us when we're playing in the Premier Division, in the First Division, where you just work hard, put in the work, and everyone stands an opportunity because now there's more time. And, I mean, coach can change their team whenever they think they need by watching us. And like, again, coming back to saying, like, having women's rugby for the first time in 2021 being aired in Super Sports, like, that was a big step forward. where you get now more people actually seeing us play and just seeing that, we actually take a lot of pride and we put in a lot of work also in what we do. And that also is a big game changer because now there's more people to be seen. I mean,
yeah, no, we need more people. We need more people to witness the talents that are there. We need more people to witness talents over there. I am out of time, unfortunately, and I just wanted you to just summarize what you are a global ambassador for women's rugby. What is your role in that position?
My key main role is to help MasterCard bring all their priceless surprises into reality, and I cannot wait to be part of the priceless surprise where I'm in the giving side because I have received so much. Those prizes have changed my life. I'm in a position of doing what I love. Working with young girls to develop the sport, and I'm able to also just focus on playing the sport and just growing, and forward we go. And I hope that inspires a little girl somewhere and dream dreams that was scared to dream at their age.
Hopefully it does inspire someone out there. Thank you very much for joining us, people. We're out of time. I would really love to have a deeper conversation when it comes to women's rugby, but I'm pretty sure we'll make time some other time as well, wouldn't we?
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thank you very much. People, enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
That's how we round up our conversation with Puo Guhle there. I mean, we did hear not all the facts. I mean, I wish we could have had a bit longer to discuss all the facts surrounding women's rugby, but we are running out of time, and we will get to that conversation a bit later on. Maybe, in the next few weeks, we will continue that conversation with Puo, but thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for keeping up with us on SupaTracker. I hope you did enjoy it. We did look at all of not all of them, but most of the sports you guys have been placing your bets on. Check out Euro 2021. We have an open market that you can place your bets on there, so make sure that your bets are in. I am Opie Nose, and I am signing out. Welcome Miss Nose next. She's coming up on screen, and she's going to give you a bit more of something.
You're locked into SupaTV, only on OpenView, channel 150. Are you keen for some extra spending? Well, this week you can score yourself a 100 Rand Checkers or Pick and Pay voucher. How does it work? Tune into SupaTV to find out which SuperBet store will be giving away some vouchers this week. Get yourself to that SuperBet branch on the Saturday. Place a bet of 10 Rand or more. Take